Wow. Check this out. It's 333 Tehama. I could be pronouncing this wrong, actually. People have told me that I've pronounced it wrong. But why am I here? What's going on here today? Let me tell you guys something. There's a lot going on here today. So this building here is another building in San Francisco that is having some serious problems. Serious problems. So what happened at this building earlier this week was it was a very serious flood. I'm just trying to grab like a photo for a thumbnail. But yeah, it was a flood on the top floor. Now, looking at this building, a lot of people would look at this and be like, wow, this is like a really fancy building, right? Yeah, it is. It's a very fancy building. It's a very nice modern building. Technically, this building is not a skyscraper. I believe it has 35 floors. And to be a skyscraper, you need to be like 39 or 40 floors or something. It's not a skyscraper. But basically what happened here was there was a flood on like the top floor or whatever. And yeah, it flooded the whole building. There's like a bunch of workers in there right now. Looks like they're all like eating food and stuff. It looks like a bunch of techie people. But yeah, this place has been closed for a couple days. Now, the question is, when will it open back up? Wow, look at all those workers in there. Oh my gosh, guys, this is a disaster. So basically, what do you do when the building floods, right? Well, usually the electrical goes bad, so you have to like redo the electrical. Not only does the electrical go bad, you know, elevators, which go from the bottom up from the basement all the way to the top of the building. The elevators in this building were destroyed, so they're gonna have to redo the elevators. Electrical. Now, what about flooding, right? Because it was a flood, but does that mean the whole building's flooded? I mean, my guess, I would imagine that the whole building, like, it wouldn't be flooded, you know? Who knows? Maybe it could be. That just sounds like a freaking disaster, yo. I mean, imagine that. You live in a place like this, and then you have a flood, right? A flood that destroys your building. Now, this here, it looks like a rich building, but it's actually not a rich building. A definition of a rich building in San Francisco is a building that does not have BMR, right? So this building does have BMR, so it's not a rich building, but come on, yo. It's really a nice building. It's not like the Millennium Tower. Millennium Tower is definitely it's definitely a rich building. And Millennium Tower, that's a whole nother video, bro. Because they got their own set of problems going on, and their problems are not looking any better. But down here at 333 Temecula, this place is still like closed, dude. It's gonna be closed for some time, because it's gonna take a while to fix it, dude. Like, how do you even fix it? That's like reconstruction almost, to put the, redo all the electricals, redo all the elevators. I believe it had like 5 elevators, if I'm not mistaken. 2 service elevators and 3 regular elevators. It's gonna be some time, yo. I mean, could you imagine? Could you freaking imagine? Like, this is such a beautiful place. I will put a link to this building in the description of a link of where I went toured this building. This building's freaking epic, yo. And it's basically in non-use right now. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine it must be a nightmare. Like, so many people live there. I think it's I forget how many units. I think it was like close to 400 units in this building. So that's like 400 people that have to find another place to stay. Now, I would imagine in a building like this, everyone has renter's insurance. I said rent control, but I meant to say renter's insurance. Just in case if something like this happens, So I would imagine like people are, they're probably okay. You know, I guess, you know, maybe you have to pay like a really big deductible because you don't think, you know, your building's gonna have a flood or a fire or something. But another problem I was hearing that people were talking about was they're having a hard time finding like hotels to stay in, because this weekend in the city, I'm actually filming this on a Saturday, on a Friday, but this week in the city has been crazy busy. Like there's been like this really, really big conference, you know, at the Moscone Center that really inflated hotel prices through the roof. Like there was this hotel, I used to charge like $150 a night. Bro, this past week they were charging like $800 a night for a room because of this event. So hotels were like crazy busy. The city was crazy busy. There's also like these like events going on in the city. So there's like more people for, you know, in the city because of those events, and then games going on. So it's a crazy busy week, and people are having a hard time like finding hotels and stuff. And the thing about you know, finding a hotel, like you have to, sometimes you have to pay for it up front, and then your insurance company reimburses you. And sometimes your insurance company like just does it, and you don't have to like come out of pocket. But if you would have to come out of pocket, that could be a lot of money for someone. You know, like let's say you have an apartment in that building and it's $3,000 a month, right? And then you're gonna have to leave for like 2 weeks, and the cheapest hotel you can find is like $800, you know? Like, does your insurance like reimburse you, or does your insurance just pay for it? It's different if they just pay for it, but if they have to reimburse you, you know, you could be out of like a lot of money, you know? Or you could just stick it all on a credit card. That guy looks just like Mark Zuckerberg, but I'm pretty sure that's not Mark Zuckerberg, because he would not be walking down the street alone. So that's how I know it's not him. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That was, you know, 333 Temecula. It's having some problems, dude. It's having some serious problems. I actually know a guy that lives there. Well, I don't think he's there right now. But yeah, Temecula is having some serious problems, but we're back in the city. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna go skateboard. We're gonna go do it. Make sure y'all come to the city, because it's looking really nice, especially this week. This week's been 100 out here, y'all. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And peace out, yo. Fast driving ass taxi trying to run me over.